The George Floyd, Derek Chauvin case taking place as we speak. Man, oh man. It's hard, honestly, that we're still in this point in the world and that we're still dealing with racism, still dealing with race, still dealing with cops killing blacks. It's a shame, really, honestly, that we're still at this point in 2021. We thought we did great when we overcome slavery. We thought we did great when we overcome the civil rights. We thought we did great with the overcoming the Jim Crow era. We thought we did great when Obama was president, when you started seeing blacks be in businesses and own businesses. But we're still at that point in 2021 where it's still in effect. We've got to overcome evil in the world. We got to overcome racism, prejudice. We got to overcome this. We got to get to a point where cops are no longer killing black people. We got to get to the point where it's great for blacks and whites to go together, blacks and whites to be couples, blacks and whites to mix up. We got to come to a point where it's great for black people to walk out the door and not have to worry about getting shot or getting gunned down or getting the police called on or worried about getting called the N-word. We got to get to that point where we get to overcome evil, because that's all it is. It's nothing but evil. It's nothing but the devil. And of course, the devil loves to stir trouble. God is of love, and for God, it matters about the content of your character, because God has no respect to person. See, where the devil is all about your soul. It's a shame. It honestly shouldn't have even came this long. This should be an open and shut case. But when you've got a white and a black, when you've got a white cop and a black man, or a white cop and a black woman in court, you know it's gonna be complicated. That's all it is. And Chauvin, his attorneys are going to say that George Floyd's nothing but a drug dealer, nothing but an alcoholic. Let me tell you something. Not all black people are drug dealers. Not all black people are alcoholics. We've overcome a lot. For example, me. I'm not a drug dealer. I'm not an alcoholic. I'm an assistant pastor. I'm an assistant pastor for One Way Pentecostal Church. I'm the owner of Global Force Records, Incorporated. Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player of all time. Tyler Perry owns a studio in Atlanta, Georgia. But yet we still got to deal with racism and prejudice. We still got to worry with us blacks getting called the N-word. Still got to worry with us blacks not getting treated fairly. And then George Floyd's lawyers are going to look on the knee on the neck. Anytime someone is unconscious, you should get off of them. And especially when you got their knee on the neck for 9 minutes and 29 seconds. Come on now. We've got to do better as Americans. Got to do better as police officers. Got to do better as black people. Got to do better as white people. We got to do better as a whole world. But we need justice in this case. We need Derek Chauvin to go to jail. And although I'd like to see him have the death penalty, for me, the death penalty is too easy for Derek Chauvin. That's a slap in the wrist, and that is an easy way out. Derek Chauvin needs life without parole, life in prison for the rest of his life. That way he can relive every moment of what happened with him and George Floyd. But I hope justice comes in this case. And I hope Derek Chauvin gets put in jail, in prison once and for all. And I hope George Floyd has justice once and for all.